Hey, it's Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip hop. Bootleg Kev DJ Hed.
West Coast.
Rich Brian is here.
He's back.
Yes, I'm here, man.
Boy, we just got you alone
back
now.
like hairlines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yo, man. Let me say something, bro. I listened to your album in full, and I was thoroughly
Listen to the whole
impressed.
thing?
Yeah, all
Thank
the
you,
way
man.
through, man. It was.
I appreciate that.
Some of the best production I've heard on an album. I was telling Nico in some years, man.
Damn.
The production was crazy, bro.
I could tell Kev didn't listen to it at all.
Nah, bro. The production was fire,
No,
man.
you know what? I wasn't mad at it either. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
I got a bar, but the thing is, like, I felt like you was rapping, like you had something to prove.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that how you felt?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I
Get a
haven't.
chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, I haven't put out music in quite a bit. I feel like, you know, I was just very inspired. I feel like I just wanted to prove to people that I'm like the shit.
You're not a joke.
I'm not a joke.
Do you have a problem with that complex though? Still, you still dealing with that?
No.
All the millions of dollars and the success of 88 Rising.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
all your haters
So
could probably
you're
just...
past it.
Yeah.
You're not a joke, right?
Yeah.
All
Every
right, for sure.
every time I feel upset about that, I just look at my bank account and everything feels fine.
Yeah.
Well, shit, if you happen to want to donate to United Negro, ready? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's definitely like, it was crazy because, like, you know, I mean, you know, it took me a while to kind of, I would say it's been a few years since I really respected you as an artist. Because when you first came out, I was like, yeah, that's obviously a
Right.
novelty.
Right.
But even like on this project, like, I just feel like you've stepped up your bars, like your concepts, like the song concepts, everything is just on another level. Like in the downtime, have you been, I mean, like how much do you think you've improved?
I think I've improved a lot, like
I do
lyrically. Thank you. And I don't know. I just feel like I realized that, you know, I can talk about anything on a song, and I feel like this is where I really found my writing style. And I found out that, I don't know, at the time I feel like back then I felt like I could only talk about certain things because I'm a rapper and like
I'm a rapper now.
exactly. I'm a rapper. I only talk about shows and like getting money and shit like that. But like you can literally, I don't know, like you could talk about anything, and it's just a matter of like how you word stuff. And on this album I cared a lot more about the actual stuff that I was saying and not really worried about the flow as much. And
I couldn't
You
tell.
snapped, man.
Right.
Kids is crazy.
It wasn't easily digestible. Just
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying.
right,
There's a lot
right.
of rapping.
Yeah.
Why the Sailor? And like, because I remember like the first one was with Amen, and then like why the Sailor?
The Sailor is about well, it's a metaphor for like, you know, I feel like I'm the sailor, as
Okay.
in like, you know, I'm an explorer, and like, you know, it's also for the kids out there listening. I feel like, you know, everybody who feels like an explorer and somebody who's not afraid to kind of explore uncharted territories, and somebody who's just like, who has big dreams and not afraid to follow it. You know what I mean? And I feel like I want everybody else out there that feel that way that listen to it to, you know, also relate to it, because I feel like that's what I went through. And it's also a metaphor on just everybody that came to America and like everybody that came here from a different country.
Yeah,
and
no, I
had-
heard some bars on the album about
Right.
immigrate, like, you know, like
Right.
people coming up, like,
I happen to know a thing or two about people coming here.
Right.
he actually doesn't because he's born and raised here, so he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But nonetheless, but no, on a serious note, like, you know, like you said, like people coming here from other countries and stuff.
Yeah.
Like right now, there's a very divisive temperature in the States with the Trump shit, and I guess the entire
Right.
conversation revolving around that. I'm obviously more, you know, when it comes to Mexico, but I mean immigration overall. Being somebody who's, you know, experienced that, like, where's your head at with what's going on in the States right now?
Man, I don't know if I want to talk too much about it. I'm not trying to get deported.
I respect that.
Thank
Are
you.
you have like work visa and stuff?
I have a work visa. Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Is that how hard would it be for you to get like dual citizenship, or to become like a full-fledged
I don't even
citizen,
know.
or do you even like want that? Or?
I feel comfortable right now.
He's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Y'all can have this
Yeah.
Trump shit.
I don't know. I feel comfortable like right now. I'm on a work visa, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm able to do everything that I want to.
Is that something like you're conscious about? They're like, yo, I can't talk too much about this because it might, you know, you never know what Trump watches.
Yeah, I don't.
He petty as
He'd
a
be on
fuck.
Twitter.
I have no idea what I can talk about or cannot,
That's
especially after what I don't know. Just like
Especially
yeah.
after, I mean, shit.
I was like just about to get into
21
some
Savage.
shit. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Right.
I mean, but like, I mean, at least overall, like, what's your perspective on that? Like, I mean, don't bash anybody, but like, how do you feel about what's going on? You know, as politely as you could put it,
Right.
without fucking your shit up.
Yeah. Well, if I could put it in a simple, perspective without bashing too many people, without bashing anybody, it's scary. And me as an immigrant, I'm definitely terrified.
That's fair.
Yeah. What would be the circumstances as far as like, if you were to say you were to get dual citizenship, you think that'll affect your shit like with family or anybody else, like, or would it just be personal? Is it a personal choice?
I think it's a personal choice. I think it's also, I mean, I don't know, if I ever get dual citizenship, the only reason would probably be to skip the customs line.
Okay. You said you cool on it, so I was wondering like how you felt about it.
I mean, it's gonna be terrible, right?
Yeah, I know.
time?
Yeah, every time. But yeah, I think everything else, I don't know. I feel like it's a super long, difficult process. So I'm like,
my wife is Mexican, and my kids have Mexican, and all her family, obviously migrated here.
yeah.
Do you feel like it's a little bit like do you feel like it's easier as being Asian to come into America? Maybe it's like I feel like Mexicans got it the hardest. But I mean, maybe that's just my perspective. I might be wrong or ignorant in that because I don't, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure either.
Right.
But personally, for me, it was definitely difficult. I got my visa declined like twice.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Because I mean, right now, like the visa that I'm on right now is like 88. Helped out a lot on it.
Right.
And I'm very grateful for that. But like before that, I tried to just like get a visitor's visa, just like myself, and I like they declined me on that.
Did they give you a reason when they declined you?
The first reason was I forgot. One of them I didn't ask why, but one of them I was like, okay, like what's the reason? And then she was like, I think I didn't have an Indonesian ID yet, so they were like, you don't have enough proof that you're not gonna just like stay in America, basically.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they need like collateral? Is that what it is?
Like they need I guess they need a more solid proof of like me being like, me having a life in Indonesia and the fact that like I'm
Oh, you're not
there.
just abandoning your life.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's crazy.
Yo, is Indonesia one of the? I'm trying to remember the country where it's like extremely like against the law to like do drugs or smoke weed. Is that Indonesia?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what is? Give us the break because I know it's an extremely clean country, correct?
Clean as in like
no drugs.
Yeah.
And like what are the laws like over there? Because I hear they're pretty extreme. Like if you get caught with weed or something,
if you get caught dealing weed, you get death sentence.
Death sentence.
Yeah.
What if you just have it?
What if you just have it? It's still a long time. I think you can get like 12 years from it.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Damn.
For selling weed,
For
man.
weed, nah.
Hey, I bet you that
rather just drink
they're
coffee.
taxing out there, man.
Yeah. So.
And then is it also littering is a pretty big deal out there, right?
Oh no.
No, it's not. Some motherfuckers just be littering.
Yeah, everybody definitely litters way too much.
Okay.
Singapore though.
Singapore is what I'm thinking of. That's right.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
Can't chew gum.
Yo, it's crazy. Like you have the little interlude on the project where RZA just kind of bigs you up.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm a huge Wu-Tang fanatic. Right. And I mean, you're a little young. I was surprised. I mean, are you like a Wu-Tang fan?
I definitely listen to Wu-Tang, but like I also listen to I listen to Wu-Tang as much as I listen to like, I don't know, like older Jay-Z and like MF Doom and stuff like that.
Shout
and
out
like,
Doom.
yeah, I just like listen to, a lot of like I tried to kind of just like listen to the old stuff as much as I can, know what I mean?
Sure.
But like, yeah, when RZA came in, that was crazy because I was in New York too when that happened, and that was like we were all in New York. It was me and my manager Sean and everybody was in the studio, and we had this like kind of jam session setup going on, and he didn't even get in the booth. It was just like the mic in the middle of the room, and he just
felt
started
like a vibe. You could feel
it really, exactly. And then he like. He just like pulled out this thing on his phone. He wrote like a super long.
He like shouted you out in it and shit.
Crazy.
I was like, yo, that's legendary.
Yeah, and then at one point he like started talking about how Wu-Tang came together and stuff like that. Yeah.
So, because it's crazy because I feel like your generation might know RZA a little bit more for acting and for like scoring movies and directing and shit. Is that kind of fair to say?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was a cinematic moment on the project. Yo, Yellow though is such a crazy record, bro.
Thank you.
That was one of the records when like the violins at the end came. I was like, oh shit! And then I saw the video,
right?
And the video, it just reminded me of like, what's the dude's name? Is it Dan Myers? Who's the director?
Oh, Dave Myers.
Dave Myers. Yo, that motherfucker's cold, man.
He's amazing. He's a legend.
But the video was like, it reminded me of some like Requiem for a Dream, like Euphoria type shit at the end, like with all the flashbacks and shit. Can you kind of give us a breakdown of what the vibe and like purpose of the video was? Because I think the whole first verse you were kind of suffocating.
Right.
It was a vibe.
It was definitely very like it's like I don't want to get into it too much because I want people to like have their own interpretations for it. But I'm gonna get into how we kind of like came up with that concept. It was originally like me and Sean came up with like a rough concept, and then we pitched it to Dave Myers as a joke. We didn't know we didn't think it was gonna get back to us at all, and then he did. And then we started collaborating kind of on some stuff, and then he sent back the treatment, and then we saw like the whole like everything wrapped in plastic shit, and we were like, oh, that's tight. And then we also knew we wanted to have some like crazy like golden kind of glowing shit, so we wanted the fire to like
the fire is crazy.
The fire
how I mean, like how much actual fire was used, or was it all special effects?
There was quite a bit of real fire because like even if you use like visual effects,
you're not burning down a fucking house, I'm assuming.
Yeah, not the whole house, not the whole house, some of it. But because like even if you do like VFX fire, you need the real fire something there for like reference, you know what I mean, and for lighting. And then we knew we wanted to do some like crazy shit where like some things kind of like crawling down my skin and stuff like that.
Shit was wild. That shit was crazy.
That he killed that.
Yo, you talk. I saw in one of your other interviews you were talking about how that record kind of to you was like your experience as like an Asian person,
right?
Like kind of, I guess, elaborate a little bit on that, because a lot of people, in hip hop aren't really, I feel like you guys are the super minority in hip hop.
Right.
Super.
But salute to everybody that's doing their thing right now. Your whole label and P-Lo and shit.
Hell yeah,
keep
shout
going.
out to P-Lo.
Stupid Young. But kind of elaborate on that experience and why it was important for you to convey that through the music.
So when I made that song, that was like kind of a weird point in my life. I remember I was like, I was just getting off like a 4-month writer's block. I couldn't make shit, and it was just like, it wasn't even me being uninspired. It was just me kind of just like overthinking about everything. Every time I start a project, I'm just like, oh, is this too like not me or like whatever? And then I would just never start anything. And then when I heard that instrumental for the first time, I was just like so inspired, and I was just like super inspired. I wasn't even thinking about the whole kind of concept of like talking about Asian identity or anything like that. But I was truly, I felt super kind of motivated to talk about how exactly how I was feeling at the time, and just kind of like try to be as vulnerable as I can. And that's what I did on the first verse. And then that song to me felt like it felt like a movie with like 3 acts in it, because like the second part of the verse, it kind of like you feel like the beat like really switches up and like chord progression, and it becomes kind of this like hopeful kind of feeling. And that was when I was like, oh, I feel like I have this kind of that was when I realized that I had this platform, and I've never touched on that topic before, and I feel like it's a really important topic. And I just felt like it was the right time. And I feel like representation is just really important, because like I remember being in Indonesia and then seeing this Indonesian actor. He was in this movie called The Raid, and then he got this role in Fast and Furious, and he was like one of the bad guys. And then when I saw that, I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that I would ever see any Indonesian person in a movie in Hollywood before. I didn't even know that was possible, and just like I wasn't even thinking of that. And I remember just that feeling of being so motivated and like
for sure, not in the music too.
Yeah, like motivated, just like pushed, like super jealous too, and just kind of like all that combined to one. And I feel like seeing somebody that looks like you kind of doing that thing is like a really important thing, and I wanted to kind of convey that message to people.
I know it's not your debut project, but it feels like this is like feels like your debut project.
It really,
I know it's not.
It really
does.
But
it feels like, yo, finally you're in your pocket. You're grown as an artist.
Right.
It's almost like 2 different careers.
But the whole time when I was making this album, I was just like, I just can't wait for it to be out, just because like I don't know, I feel like now that it's out, I keep forgetting that it's out too, because it's like such a surreal thing, but like now it's out, and I'm just like, all right, people, people finally know.
What's been the temperament though for you? Like the feedback.
Dude, the feedback. I was just talking about it earlier today. I've been on Twitter just like nonstop, just looking at every single response, and it's been everybody's been taking it exactly like how I want them to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you being your hardest critic, like you being a perfectionist, I guess you could say, not wanting to start on shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's your feedback on it?
I love it, man. It's honestly like I know I love it because I have like more than 5 or 6 favorite songs on this album. Do you ever like purposely shy away from like funny like parody type shit just because of how you started and shit? Right. Now, not anymore, man.
No,
because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's totally fine to just like, because I mean that's part of like art. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be, it's expression. If you want to be
yourself, right? Like
if you want to be funny, if it's if it helps the art that you're making, do it. You know what I mean? Especially now that there's people like Lil Nas and stuff like that, and I love Lil Nas, and I just feel like it's a lot more acceptable now.
So would you say that the Sailor is more a representation of who you are now, and then the stuff from before then, or is it the Sailor shit you always wanted to do?
The Sailor is definitely something that I think it's definitely something that I've always wanted to do, and it's something that when I was making this album, I was really thinking about how this album's going to be received like 20, 30 years from now, because I was like I realized I was like, this could be bigger than like just like a hip hop album even, you know what I mean? It could be, I was looking at it in a scale of like, just like if you think of classic albums, like what do you think of?
Oh, you saying like timeless, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I really wanted to do, and I wanted to make sure that the stuff that I was making is hopefully something that people have never heard before, and like I was just like looking at it as kind of like, this is, I want this to last a long time, for people that don't even know who I am, and like for people that don't really listen to hip hop, even for like them to love this too,
Yeah,
I was talking to one of the homies about like other people rapping, like Mexicans doing hip hop,
right.
Asians doing hip hop. Yeah. Why you think that it seems like it's easier for white people to rap than it is for Asians and Mexicans to get into hip hop. Why you think that is?
My album's coming out soon, by the way.
Is it actually?
No.
Okay.
He's not rapping. But why do you think that is?
I don't know.
From your perspective.
From my so you think that it's easier for white people to get into
I definitely think so.
Well, I don't know. It's less common. I feel like it's there's less people doing it, and there's just like, I feel like there's just less kind of like role models. Kind of like,
that's why I was asking you, because you said you didn't really nobody to look at that looked like you doing it.
Yeah, not really.
So you think that
you're kicking it off, man?
Yeah.
I'm trying,
kicking the door in, bro.
No, for sure. Like I feel like
I don't know anybody else rapping like that from Indonesia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't know nobody else from Indonesia.
I'm curious. Like, obviously, how old are you?
I'm 19.
So you're 19. Like, I'm assuming you found hip hop. What year was this? Not too long ago, right?
Like 12.
12. So that's like 7 years ago. So that's crazy to think like that you're rapping on like a level of like you're really snapping on shit now.
Right.
And I like, we were talking about Wu-Tang. You say you went back and tapped in with some of the older shit.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say are some of the projects that you like have lived with that have kind of helped develop you, and that you've been able to take notes? Because you're even just the way you've improved as a writer over the last 3 or 4 years has been insane. So like what are those projects that kind of brought you the most motivation and inspiration to improve and to really influence you as a rapper?
Yeah, I think on this album specifically, I really kind of focused on the listenability of it front to back, and because I love just like, I remember I used to listen to whole albums like so much, and I feel like people don't really listen to whole albums as much now, and I just missed that whole experience of just like going on YouTube and just like listening to like Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper.
Shout out Chance, and then Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. So I think I would say the albums are like Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper, Good Kid, Mad City, and all of Kendrick's albums, because I always like listen to all of it front to back. And also like I would say
Nothing Was the Same by Drake is also really good.
What about an older
one?
album that you went like that you tapped in with just based on like obviously you said Wu-Tang. Like I remember when I was a kid, I was born in '87, but I used to go back and listen to all the 5 Mic albums.
Yeah.
Every album the Source gave 5 Mics to, no matter how old it was, I go buy it, and just study it and learn it.
I think the oldest album that I can think of is the MF Doom album called Food.
Oh yeah, man.
I love that album. I always listen to it from the back.
MF Doom is so slept on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, man. I think my favorite Doom album is probably Mad Villain or Danger Doom, man.
Okay.
You ever listen to the Danger Doom album?
I don't think so. I think
it's Danger Mouse and Doom. It's fire, man.
I think the reason why I love Food so much was because that was the first time I heard MF Doom, and I was just like,
he's an acquired taste.
Yeah, definitely. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, what is this shit?
Yeah, no, go tap in, man. Like he put out a whole project with Madlib, and then a whole project with Danger Mouse that was like crazy.
Yeah,
kind of like inspired all the like Cartoon Network, Adult Swim rap shit too.
Yeah,
you know
also Nostalgic 64 by Denzel Curry.
Of course,
love that tape.
Shout out to Curry. Shout out to South Florida,
Curry.
man.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know Curry kind of. Him and the shout out to Smoke. What not Smoke Perp? What's the dude? Space Ghost Perp.
Space Ghost Perp.
All those guys kicked off that South Florida shit that's popping right now.
I saw you with what was it? Slum God.
Yeah.
I saw you with Slum God. Is there anybody else that you kind of tapped in with that respects you as a rapper that might we might know of, or you surprised?
We were talking about YBN Corday earlier,
right.
And I've met him. Like I've seen him a couple times. Like. I met him at a gym in LA. That was super random, but I
did you see him playing basketball?
I actually saw him coming out of the basketball court and then getting into about to do a bench press.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Corday hitting the weights.
Yeah, man.
Who else did you run into at the gym? Anybody else?
This one time I saw Jason Derulo at the gym.
Jason Derulo.
And then he had this
he would be at the gym.
He had a girl with him, and then she was like wearing high heels
at the gym.
Yeah, and like
the girl had high heels at the gym.
Not Jason Derulo, no.
So girl. Jason Derulo was there with it. So he was working out while the girl was standing there waiting on him.
And also he had this kid just like recording him work out.
So let me paint. Okay, so Jason Derulo's at the gym.
Yeah.
With a girl wearing high heels who's just watching him work out.
Could be his assistant.
The girl was on her phone. She was just like
so she's
waiting.
on her phone. And Jason Derulo's got some little dude filming him while he's hitting the weights.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like some real corny ass Jason Derulo shit, man.
Nah, hey man, that's what you get. When
Did you like say what up to him?
Nah,
I was like, yo, Jason Derulo.
I saw just like I saw the kid filming him, the combination of the kid filming him and also the girl waiting for him in high heels.
You should have put that shit on the story, bro.
I was like, when I saw that, I was too scared to come up to him because I was like, he has so much clout.
I hope someone animates this story. Out there, challenge Jason Derulo, who's by the way. Just a lovely specimen of a human being, just chiseled. I mean, he's he's fucking.
Absolutely.
I'm a fat fuck. I've seen him. He's fucking. He's fucking
yoked.
Also, quite possibly the most generic corny artist of our lifetime. But
I didn't say that.
What you just said sounds. I mean, if I had to guess how Jason Derulo went to the gym, that'd be it.
I have a question for you, just by looking at you. What the fuck were you doing in the gym?
Cardio.
Yeah, hella cardio.
Wow. First of all, I haven't worked out in like 3 months, and I was working on a really fire album. It's called The Sailor. It's out now.
That's fire.
There you go.
He's working on them bars. Fuck the weights,
exactly,
bro.
Man. Yeah.
Nah, but what do? You work out like are you like a rigorous work?
I wouldn't say
rigorous
so.
worker.
I wouldn't say so, but I don't. Let's just say that I don't do cardio and I just only do weights.
You only do weights. That's why I was asking. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but cardio just is so boring to me. I don't know why.
Can't do it.
I just can't like run on a treadmill.
Can you do a pull up?
I could do multiple.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Get your buff on.
The kids video, was that shot in Indonesia?
That was shot in Indonesia, yeah. That was like,
it was a vibe.
That was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was like not that long ago.
Turn that shit around.
Yeah, right.
Whose random apartment did you shoot cats in? Because I noticed.
Wait, which one?
The kids video.
Oh, the cats. Are you talking about?
There was like cats
the cats
in the video
fighting?
in like in an apartment.
Dude,
I was like, where the
in
fuck?
Indonesia, you can find cats anywhere. Okay. There are a lot of stray cats and stray goats and dogs and everything.
You ever seen the movie Kids?
Wait, which one is that?
Fucking, there's some HIV shit going on. Motherfuckers getting beat up with skateboards.
I've only heard about it, but I was gonna watch it, but I've never seen it.
What's your favorite movie ever?
Oh shit. Oh, this is
The
tough.
Fast and the Furious with the dude, with the Asian dude, Tokyo Drift and shit like that.
My favorite movie. Can I get a genre? Or anything?
I don't know, man. Like
whatever.
Give me like 2 or 3 that just comes to your head.
All right. Well, I really love Goodfellas.
Okay, solid.
I also really love. Oh man, La La Land.
La La Land. Okay,
It's random, but every time I see it, I cry.
La La Land
And
is
also,
good.
Also, what else?
Every time you see it, you cry.
Yeah.
I respect it, man.
I mean, you know, sometimes you need a good cry. You know?
When I see that shit, I'm just like, wow, I have dreams and I need to achieve it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think.
Give me one more.
I love Whiplash.
Whiplash. Oh, shout out to Whiplash.
Did you cry in Lion King?
I'm about to say something that's gonna get me banned from just.
Never seen
not
it.
only hip
He's
hop,
never
but
seen
everything.
Lion King.
Never seen Lion King.
Like either version?
Either version. Do you know why though?
Why?
Just because I know that like every time I see it, I'm like, every time I think of like, okay, let's watch Lion King, I'm like, am I emotionally ready for it? You know what I mean, like I feel like I'm never gonna be. I feel like it's a very emotionally taxing, and I'm not like trying to cry. The whole week.
When's the last time you cried?
Earlier today.
Yeah.
When I found out that I was doing an interview with you.
Oh shit.
Fucking with you. I'm just kidding. Last time I cried, I would say when the album came out.
Yeah.
Fire.
That's
so
what's up,
Friday.
It's very fire.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
It's crazy because on Thursday night a lot of crazy. I mean, you dropped with a lot of heavyweights. Corday, Chance dropped his album. Ross dropped a new record. I mean, is that like something? When you picked the album release date, did you guys know all that shit was coming out on that day?
Absolutely not.
I was like, hell no.
Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not. People
My shit on Tuesday.
I know, right? And people are like, you shouldn't have dropped it like next to everybody. I'm like, if I had a choice, I probably wouldn't have done that. I mean, I do have a choice, but like,
it's like
it was just so long in advance. You know what I mean? Yeah. But definitely didn't know that there were gonna be a lot of music coming out that day. But at the same time, I feel like. I don't know. I believe in everything happening.
And you get everybody to the I feel like people are on the platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like it feels cool almost. Like it feels. I don't know. I love the fact that it all dropped at the same time.
Well, you're definitely the album that I feel like should be getting some more praise out of that day, because everyone's talking about Corday, which is a great body of work. Corday. Chance's album is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
your album is fucking crazy. What's up with? I know the festival's coming up.
Yeah, the festival, Head in the Clouds Festival.
How many years is this? 3?
This is the second year. Second time.
Year.
Yeah. So ADO Rising's having another Head in the Clouds Festival. That's going to be on August 17th, and it's going to be at the same place, but it's going to be way bigger. And stage is looking pretty crazy. Yeah, I can't talk too much about it, I don't think, but it's coming very soon, man. So,
yo, give us some insight on Joji, man. I love his music. He seems like a really his shit, every time I listen to his shit, I be wanting to slice my wrist though, man. He's some real dope emo shit. Dark. You feel me? But like he's a very talented guy as well. But like what is he as emo as he appears to be? He just is like mastered having no expression when he sings.
I honestly I can't tell you much about him either, man. I'm his label mate.
It's not like you guys are hanging out having fun together and shit.
I mean By
the way, I did not say that because you're Asian.
I knew.
Me and DJ Hed had fun all the time.
Has fun. It's totally fine.
Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure we get that.
I love Joji, and every time I see him, I'm like every time 88 does something together, and then somebody was like Joji's coming, I'm always like hell yeah, just because like every time I'm around him, I just laugh all day, and he's just like the funniest dude ever, but. He's also a really mysterious person.
He seems like it, man.
He's a really mysterious person. And
I wouldn't want to see that guy's internet history is all I'm saying.
Me neither. But I love Joji, and he's a very talented dude. And and I just he has this like this side of him that I feel like I've never seen before.
Okay, what about like spare time? Are you watching Netflix? You playing video games?
Spare time.
What are you doing, man?
He don't know what that is.
Besides making music.
Besides lifting weights and making music.
Besides lifting weights. Good. Buff as fuck. Spare time is, for me, number one thing is cooking. I love cooking.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What's your go-to dish?
Steaks.
Oh,
that's like my number.
Or on the stove?
I've been
On the what grill?
I just got a grill. I just got a grill, and I've been trying to do that more often. But
Make them in the stove?
I usually do it on the stove. Yeah,
Okay.
like a little garlic butter. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like rosemary kind of recipe. And steaks are my go-to, but I also like cook a bunch of other stuff. Like I like to cook a lot of Indonesian food because when I'm out here, I just like miss the food so much.
What's some dishes? Because I don't think I would be able to tell you what Indonesian food is. So.
Indonesian food, I would say Indonesian cuisine is like the perfect combination of like Chinese and Indonesian, and also some like even some Latin food.
Some what?
Some Latin food.
So Latin food and Chinese food.
And Chinese and Indian.
Bro, open a restaurant out here, man.
I'm trying to one day.
It would actually pop. You know it'd pop.
I definitely know.
I'm intrigued.
I just
It's a
heard
fucking cash cow waiting to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. So, somebody told me though, like I don't know, restaurants are for people that just love food because all you do, all that, the only thing that happens is just like you lose money.
Hilarious.
It might not be true.
I mean, I think normal. That might be a statement that's true for normal people, but for you, I feel like if you open a restaurant, I mean, how many?
Also, it is. Yeah, Indonesian food is fire. Yeah,
And it's a niche that's not really being filled out here.
Exactly.
And plus, you're fucking Rich Brian. You got all your fans will come
I'm
and
gonna do it
support
one
you.
day.
What else
Nico
did
will
you
eat
do
there every day,
besides
3
cooking?
times a day.
what?
And he will eat there. The guy behind the camera, he'll come in his tie-dye 88 Rising fucking guest
Yeah.
shirt, and he will eat there 3 times a day.
Yeah. So what else do I do every day?
Besides
Sometimes-
cooking, what else you do?
Besides cooking, this is a thing that I started doing recently. I bought a bunch of canvases and just like paint and like listen to Beethoven on my
Fire.
Bluetooth speaker.
Damn.
You're fucking deep, bro.
Thank you, dude.
Cooking and painting, man.
I don't know. I just like my dad is a painter. Well,
dope.
that's not his main thing, but like he paints on the
does it.
side, and then he taught me how to draw since I was young. So that was like always a fun thing to do, and it's just so relaxing.
Who's your favorite Instagram thought?
Wow.
Do you have like a
we
chick?
got a girl right here in this room.
Are you in a relationship currently?
Hell no.
Oh yeah, you're
man.
single. Is it?
Yeah, I'm not.
His internet
I
history is
went
lit.
through.
Why you bullshit?
I went through a cool little breakup before the album, and I feel like that inspired me a lot.
Oh yeah,
and
that always, man. Heartbreak
it's-
always
it's great.
makes the best music,
yeah,
right?
I love it.
What's she doing right now?
I don't know.
She's fucking. She heard the album. She's
She
like,
running
I
an
fucked up.
Indonesian food
He
restaurant.
might win a fucking Grammy for this album. And I'm over here fucking sleeping with some random normal motherfucker, some studio engineer in North Hollywood.
Oh God.
I'm kidding.
No. Wait. What was the question?
Oh, yo, who's your favorite IG thought or porn star or either one? One of the two.
This is tough.
Do you watch porn?
No.
Okay, so who's your favorite IG thought? Like who
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown's an IG. All right, well I respect that
All right.
answer.
It's Real 92.3. LA's new home. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Hey, that's the best possible answer to that question. I don't know, Chris Brown. Hey man, shout out Chris Brown. He got some abs,
Yeah,
man.
the Sailor is out now. Pre-order.
The Sailor is out. Rich Brian. It's Real 92.3. Perfect.